Hey everyone, it's the LEGO CPA here for a very special announcement. That's right, as you can see on the screen behind me, Series 3 of the BRICKLINK Designer Program is now available for you and I to vote on. So for those of us that have a BRICKLINK Designer or a BRICKLINK account, I should say, we can vote on any of the submissions that have been submitted over the past month or so, and the submissions are open right now, today, as of October 9th, all the way up until October 20th. And all you have to do to vote is to go to any submission and click on whichever emoji describes what you feel about a certain set, whether it's not for you, or you like it, or you love it. And today, I took a scan through these. I saw someone post on Instagram that they were now live for voting, and I was super excited because ever since I found out about the BRICKLINK Designer Program, I have been all about it, and I certainly love what it does for the LEGO community and its impact, and just getting people's designs from the community together in a very, very professional manner, and giving people like me a chance to vote on them and to crowd support them. If you do not immediately recall what the BRICKLINK Designer Program is about, it involves crowd support, crowd voting, ultimately, like I said, crowd support, review from LEGO themselves, from the BRICKLINK company themselves, and then certain designs will be announced, and then, like I said, we ourselves will be able to crowdfund those designs. The ones that we choose and crowdfund enough will actually be put into production, which is an awesome thing. And I really enjoy the process, because at any point at any given stage of this process, we may see a set fall off and not be put into production, which is very fascinating to me. And of course, always from an investment perspective, these BRICKLINK Designer Programs are inherently limited because they only make a certain number of sets and then they're gone. LEGO will not be making them again, and they are only available for that limited time opportunity. Now, that being said, I went through and I picked about 5 or so BRICKLINK Designer Program Series 3 submissions that I thought were really large standouts to me. Now, you may have very different thoughts. Someone who has been in the BRICKLINK Designer Program world for a lot longer than I have may have very different thoughts. So please let me know what you think about these thoughts or these designs in the comments, as they were just kind of standout programs, standout designs to me. Now, first off, let's go to the WAYFARER'S Inn. Now, I'm a little bit of a sucker for the fall time, and this one really screamed fall for me. I love those vibrant red and yellow colors. The leaves were, or I should say the trees, of course it's the fall time, so they're a little skinny, a little slimmed down. But that building I love the shape. It kind of gives me, with the A-frame style, it's, of course, it's not an A-frame cabin like we received from the LEGO Ideas program, but it's just that kind of very vertical roof style, tavern-looking place. Of course, they call it the Wayfarer Inn, and of course, this was created by Brickster _ prods. So looking through here, it looks like we get a full 3-dimensional enclosed inn, and there are some views on the inside as well. And I really love the aesthetic. I love the fall inn vibe that you get from it, and it looks like maybe we get a little Excalibur in the back, which is interesting. I didn't notice that on my first look through. We have a little waterfall or stream going underneath the inn, and it really is a great design, of course, with these minifigs. But kind of skimming through these fairly quickly, I love this design of this building. And there are so many great looking buildings in this series 3 of the BRICKLINK Designer Program. It's really hard to pick. It was really hard to slim it down to 5 because there were so many. And of course, I gave this a love it. I gave it my vote. Of course, with almost 4,000 parts, this one is going to be a little bit more on the expensive side if it does get selected to be one of the finalists. Moving on to the next set, we have the Riverside Scholars by HANWAS, which is, of course, another building. And this one, similar style in my mind, but of course we have the waterfall in the middle. We have this kind of spire lookout tower out front, and then a little bridge out to, I don't really know what you would call this, but I do really love, once again, that kind of, I don't know if you want to call it like the Hobbit or medieval type look to it. Looks fantastic. And once again, with all these sets looking a little more medieval so far, I'm wondering if that's going to kind of cancel them out, because I don't know if Lego's going to go for a bunch of... If it's going to go for a bunch of these types of styles, or if they're going to try and mix it up. And even looking through the description here, it looks like the Mountain Windmill was released as a part of the BRICKLINK Invitational, and the Ocean House is a Series 2 finalist due to enter crowdfunding. So it looks like this builder is kind of creating different sets within their theme that has been chosen several times. So this is what he's calling the Mountain Windmill series, and this is the next set. This is the Riverside Scholars in the Mountain Windmill series. So it'll be interesting to see if Lego kind of runs with that theme that that this individual has sort of created, and if they choose to kind of expand upon that with adding this to Series 3 of the BRICKLINK Designer Program. And of course, we'll give it that 360 spin just to see all the different aspects. Okay, so the backside does appear to be open, which, as many of you may know, I'm not a huge fan of. But that does give a lot more customizability and play involved with these sets. And you can just see more of the inside, which is always a good thing for the most part. I just like that enclosed look. It looks a little more cleaner to have it enclosed, in my opinion. But regardless, absolutely beautiful design from HANWAS. Moving on to a more modern era with the Modern House by LETSGOLEGOBRICK. Great design, very sleek design, and this is kind of like those. I don't know if Lego would choose this one just because it's a modern house and it's not really specific to any sort of theme. I don't really know. I don't think I personally have enough experience to say whether or not Lego would certainly choose this one. However, from my own likes and dislikes, this one stood out to me very much so. And it is, I actually haven't voted on it yet, but I'll say I love it because I do. Almost 4,000 pieces, 43 colors, 646 unique parts. LETSGOLEGOBRICK did a great job designing this one. I love the open windows. It's just that house that, and I know this house style isn't for everyone, but for me, I just love this clean, crisp, boxy house style with the trees kind of into that Frank Lloyd Wright style house to some extent into the mountainside. It looks fantastic. I love the brick usage to give it some texture. Just an overall fantastic looking house. Let me know in the comments what you think about this one. It looks like the roof can come off and you can see on the inside a little bit more. And there's of course 2 levels to this house, maybe even 3 levels. And then of course the ceiling. So yeah, we've got 1, 2, and I think the basement would be 3, or the kind of floor level that's into the ground. And even off to the left here, we have a beautiful little waterfall, which looks amazing. Once again, I just love the overall design of this house. Please let me know in the comments so far which one is sticking out to you. Moving on to the 4th set, we'll keep chugging along here. Of course, this set is the SEAGULL Bay Lighthouse Imperial Fortress, created by the one and only DELUSIONB, who we have actually had on the CPA-fol podcast. Love his designs, love his overall aesthetic with his builds. Of course, he has one set in, it's not the BRICKLINK Designer, the LEGO Ideas that is in one of the finalists, so it's exciting to see him moving through his LEGO creation career, and excited to see where it'll end up. And of course, this one is no different. A beautiful design here with the SEAGULL Lighthouse Bay. I said that backwards. The SEAGULL Bay Lighthouse Fortress. Very classic kind of pirates theme looking, which I don't know if that's going to hold it back because it is a little bit more reminiscent of the pirates themes. I know that Lego won't want to likely create sets that cannibalize from their own designs or their own themes that already exist, but regardless, this one has an elevator. It locks into 3 positions. I love the functionality of this set. Looks fantastic. A detachable well, cargo and supply storage. A lot going on with this, and I love the vibrant colors as well. There's a lot of thought, no doubt, put into this set, and of course, it looks like it comes off in sections, which is also very, very lovely. 36, almost 3,600 total parts for stickers. Interesting. Regardless, I love this set. It looks great. If it came in at a great price point, it would be hard to say no to this one myself. Now, for our 5th and final one we are looking at today, this is the amusement park. This one personally didn't stand out to me just because it's so separated and not very centralized, very decentralized with its pieces. You can, and that adds a little bit of customizability to it. Once again, very vibrant colors with that blue and that pastel color palette here. Regardless though, I think it's a little too disjointed, a little too separated to be in a BRICKLINK Designer Series. However, we have seen some very, very unique BRICKLINK Designer Series sets, so I don't think it's 100% off the table. However, I know there were some people, of course this is created by FOURSTUD as you can see at the top, some people really like this one, and I can't fault them for that at all. I just think with the series submissions we have so far, it's just the competition the level is way up here. So I don't know about this one, but let me know. Did you like this amusement park in the comments? Please let me know. Also, I will be sure to link all of these designs in the comments so you can log into your BRICKLINK account and vote on this one yourself. There are so many good submissions here. I can't possibly talk through them all today. So please let me know if you voted for one in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Love to get a little dialogue going. And do not be surprised if we talk about these sets on the CPA-fol podcast this Saturday. I will be super excited to go over those. Please let me know in the comments what you expect to see from this series. And as we see at the very top, we will have the designs announced on November 20th. So just over a month and a half or so away, we will figure out what these designs will be. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, all that jazz. Let me know in the comments which set was your favorite and which ones you are voting for, and we'll see you in the next video.